Well, Visser away very quickly. So too was Kerekes. So it's Visser on the inside, and on the far side, Hersker. But Visser's running away with this. Nadine Visser. Here we see a replay, and that blistering start from Visser. Also running well at this stage was Kerekes in lane 7. Kerekes slipping back though, but Visser just pours it on. Rolleder comes through well. And it was tight for the bronze, but as Peter said, yes, Herman gets it. European outdoor champion will be back on the podium, but in the 3rd place position. And we commented before, relatively speaking, the women's hurdles are quite low to the stature of the hurdlers. Not much wood being broken there. It was a very clean race by the vast majority of the 7 women in this final.
Final of the women's 100-meter hurdles. And off well is Valette of France. Passy outside her, and Herman also going well. Herman shading it, but always so very close on the line. I think Herman just taking it. And then we have line abreast, Kozak, Valette and Rapassi, all very close together. So I'm going to let the photos sort that one out. So this is Elvira Herman of Belarus. She came here as the fastest in the field, and she is confirmed as the winner. It's wind assisted, but otherwise it's her lifetime's best at 13.15.
Poland have a gold medal with Svoboda, the 100-meter flats. Wojciech, Salis, Valette, Alessandrini, Herman, Sikiarts, Parahonka and Rashkovan. Good start there by Valette, the tall French woman from lane 3, being chased down by her compatriots though. Now comes Herman in the second half of this race, the Belarusian, chased by the Pole Sikiarts, but Herman takes the title. 12:72 on the clock. Unofficially, the championship record of Zabaran, 12:71 from 4 years ago. What a race from Herman. She's been on top form so far. Once again, she delivers.
Let's just see if that time's adjusted. We've been seeing unofficial times at the trackside, often adjusted down by a hundredth or two. Herman gets the Belarus flag. Sikiarts ran very well indeed. Well, we're still waiting for official confirmation of the time as we're looking at the replay. Herman flying out of her blocks. Sikiarts, much taller figure, hurdling extremely well as well at this stage. Very clipped style of Herman. Just takes her clear over the final two barriers from Sikiarts.
Yeah, really good start. And then she just holds her form, her technique so well. Showing trackside is plus 1.8, but still waiting for that official time. 12.72 is what the clock stopped at. Close-up shot of the Belarusian, who had two teammates in this field.
I'll tell you what, you said just a few minutes before the gun went, you can never predict a hurdles race. Well, I would have gone out on a limb a little bit and said Elvira Herman probably could have been predicted for the gold medal. But no, you're right. We've seen far too often lots of woodwork left crushed and damaged on the track. So 3 Belarusians, 3 Frenchmen, 2 Poles in this.
And a championship record, 12:70, just beating that of Zabaran. The win is legal, plus 1.8. Elvira Herman, well, there will be an absolutely delighted Belarusian coach somewhere. The European under-23 champion, as well as at senior level.
Well, very even start. Kolovic, in fact, in lane 2 had the best of starts, but now Talay running well. Rulleder up on her shoulder. Dukovic at the moment not showing at all. Now Dukovic coming through very strongly over the final 2 hurdles, but it looks like Herman who gets it. Surprise for the Belarusian, the young Belarusian. The 2016 under-20 champion becomes the 2018 European champion. Elvira Herman, 12:67 for Herman. Just outside her personal best. Well, we were looking at the Germans and Talay, but it was Herman who came through so strongly over the second half of the race. Dukovic gets second, 12:72, and Rulleder, gold 2 years ago. Well, she gets a bronze on this occasion. Hugs all round from Berlino.
Both Dama and Talay virtually crashed out of that race and ran into the 9th hurdle. So, although one of them at least finished, it was really between 6 at the end.
What a performance there from Elvira Herman. I don't think anyone would have tipped her as the favourite going into that race. She's of course drastically improved this season, but fantastic there, gutting for Alina Talay.
Here we see a replay of the race. Well, Dukovic out of it slowly, but gets into her running quite quickly. Up on the shoulder with Rulleder at this stage, and then flying through over the last 2 hurdles, it was Herman.
And of course, from that angle, Herman was hidden behind the 2 Germans there for a little bit. But really, really impressive performance from the young Belarusian. There you can see she's already got a little bit ahead of the 2 of them. And Rulleder, as you said, hasn't had the best of seasons in comparison to Dukovic, but they delivered a season's best when it mattered to get that bronze. And there we can see Talay really crashing out.
Yes, I think it was about 2 barriers from the line. That ended the hopes of Alina Talay regaining that European title she won in 2012. But delight for her compatriot, Elvira Herman. There's the 3 medalists.
starting to get used to seeing one of these two German women in major finals amongst the medals.
Confirmation of the wind reading there. They were into a headwind of minus 0.5 meters per second. Dukovic just 100ths outside her season's best. Relive running very well. Smashed her season's best. Relive has become over recent years a consummate championship performer. She always brings her best of the year to the big occasion. Confirmation of the results: Herman 12.67, Dukovic 12.72, and Relive season's best 12.77. That was gold, silver and bronze.
And as you can see there, it did actually start to rain. Not the predicted thunderstorm we heard about and why some of the medal ceremonies were delayed today. As we take another look at that final dip there from the two Germans.
Very, very nice hurdling indeed over the final few hurdles, and so quick between them for Elvira Herman. I think it took her a moment or two to realise she'd won. She didn't realise immediately.
It reminds me of Dukovic last year when she realised she'd won silver at the World Championships. It was a very similar reaction to Herman there.
And silver again tonight for Pamela Dukovic. Here we're looking at the Frenchwoman, Solène Ndama. Well, she had a final to forget, but these will be her championships to remember, and I'm sure she's a talent for the future, having set personal best both in her first round and semi-final. Well, wasn't to be on the big occasion. Well, there we go. Officially disqualified the Frenchwoman, and Elina Talai gets a DNF alongside her. Doesn't change anything substantive.
And it must be quite intimidating standing there, having thousands, tens of thousands of people looking at you.
Well, I'm sure she'll get over it once she knows she's got a gold medal, and even if it's not going to be presented tonight, she's going to have it hung around her neck at the European Mile down in the Berlin city centre during the course of the next 24 hours. Berlino left empty-handed for once. He couldn't grab one of the women.